in 2012 or 2013 or thereabout, while I was still living in New York City. I decided I am going to see America. So I purchased an RV. And in the process of purchasing the RV, I was trying to get a nice RV for as little money as possible. Started searching ads all over. And I saw an ad for an RV in Boston. I called the people and I asked them about it. They said it's a good RV. And they were quick to sell the RV. Instead of shelling out $4,000 on a vehicle that I've never seen, let me take the opportunity to drive to Boston and get the opportunity to see Boston in the process and go and check out the RV. I put the address in the GPS because I'm not that savvy like my nephew Ozan, who is able to drive from New York City to Georgia just by memorizing the trip. So I put the information in the GPS. And when I got to Boston, the GPS take me up a mountain. I was driving up a mountain for about an hour. And I say, my God, this place is up a mountain. It's dirt road, no concrete road, dirt road. I was about to turn back. And when I was about to turn back, a man in a SUV came, a white guy. And he asked me, where you going? So I explained to him my predicament. He says, there's a small community up there, but there's no RV up there. However, let us go to make sure that you're in the right place. I drove behind him. We drove for another half an hour. And this was like high speed we were going because he was driving fast. When I got to this place in the mountain, the city hall, the registry, the library, and all of them is in one upstairs and downstairs house, a little house. The school was a 2-story wooden building where the children go to school. The sheriff drive around the town in her pajamas. She patrol in her pajamas. I spoke to the sheriff, I spoke to the town clerk, all of them white, everybody in the place white. I told them what I'm doing there. My people, the only person who was trying to help me was the town clerk, and I guess that was her responsibility. I used the internet with the old 1980s computers. The internet was slower than a snail. I did not get anything done on the internet. I spent the entire day in that city. It is not until the sun was about to set that everybody in the village come together and was hustling, trying to get me out of the village. For what reason, I don't know. I start saying, I guess this is a colony of vampires or werewolf, and they're afraid that if I am here after sunset, they will try to kill me. All kind of things are coming through my mind. I even thought probably all of these people in the middle of this mountain out of nowhere are people who are in the federal protective custody program. All of the things were going to bend into my mind. However, they did not reset my GPS, you know. But what they did, they give me oral directions. They tell me when I go down the hill, where to turn and how to get to the place. That is because the city in the mountains and the city in the valley has the same address. But the only thing, the city in the valley, the highway runs through it, but the city in the mountains is isolated from everywhere. You will never know that there is a little town up there with about 80 people. If you were driving up that road and you see it's just a dirt road, you would have thought, as I thought, this road leads to nowhere. But it led to somewhere. I don't know who those people are, why they were there, and why they were trying to get me out of the city when the sun was about to set. But all I can say, the Most High will give His angels charge over you.